Welcome everybody to Okami HD. This isn't the third time I've done this intro or anything, but look how awesome this game looks. So, this should play the other intro in a second. Let's watch some cool things. Oh, there's gonna be some crazy. I think the stream will smooth out. I think it will smooth out. No, wait, that's my... I'm now talking back to myself in the past. Stream's going top-notch tonight. Yeah, well, the video's working fine. I've got some weird lag happening that I don't know why. Hopefully that goes away. Let me see. So, I've been wanting to play Okami HD for a while now. There's a lot of reasons why I haven't. One of them is time. And here we go. This is the intro to the game. This is going to tell you the backstory. So while this is happening, let me explain. Okami originally came out on the PS2 in 2006 in Japan and the US, and then early 2007 in the EU, UK, Australia. You know, the places where we get games late. And then it was re-released on the Wii a year later in 2008. Hey, look, there's Amaterasu. I'm really bad at Japanese folklore and remembering all of it, but I think Amaterasu is the goddess of the sun or the solar goddess, something like that, I think. And I think she inhabits the body of the wolf, or she's the shield on the wolf's back. I don't know, but there we go. I'm sure we'll learn in this game. I'm sure the great text will tell us all about it. Now, I've been told for years that I will like this game because it has a unique art style and it plays like a Zelda game. Two things I love. I don't know why it's lagging like that. Don't ask me why it's doing that, because I don't know. Hopefully it stops. PS3 was another late re-release for the game in 2012. That's the last time I tried to play this game. Now, very early on in the game, after the opening cutscene, you get to a bridge, a Japanese-looking bridge. I crossed that bridge. That is the furthest I got in the game. And with that, we will now start the game. Let me full screen. That is pretty much my history with it. Hopefully the stream is working well. Chat, if you can let me know if everything is looking and sounding and playing okay, that would be great. As I don't see anything. And hopefully it's fine. Anyway, let's begin story. And hope everything's working okay. Now saving. So like I said, I've been wanting to play this game for a very long time. And I don't know why I never did. Now this came out last week. This PS4, Xbox One, and PC version. And, oh, got some credits going on, okay. And, yeah, I got this early last week. And I usually stream... This is slot 1, which is usually Monday and... Yeah, Monday and Thursday. Monday last week, I did a source filmmaker. I almost said SFM. People wouldn't understand what SFM is. A stream. And then on Thursday, I went to see Star Wars. So, like, skipped this game completely. And then I didn't stream Ratchet and Clank on Saturday because I was too tired. Just long story. Let's get into this. Long ago, I'm not going to read the rest of the text. There's a sound delay. There's a sound delay. No, wait, it says there isn't a sound delay. It says everything is synced. 100. Syncs all set correctly. Well, where is the sound delay? I will have to check this. A tiny hamlet. That's a hard thing to say quickly. A tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in the grove. Not sure if there was a delay. Well, there shouldn't be any delay. nestled in the grove of... I'm going to press X now. Proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Okay. I'm going to press auto and I'm going to turn my volume down. I'm watching the stream right now to check. I just have to wait. Yeah. No, there seems to be no delay on the actual thing. I had to re-watch my own stream just to check. We're all good. We're all good. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to read these out loud because people complain when I do stupid voices. And there's a lot of characters in this game, and I would do a lot of stupid voices. So just, you know, read at the same speed of me, and that will make sense. Because I read what I've been told as either annoyingly fast or annoyingly slow. Which I think is exactly what opinions are. Orochi. Fearsome beast. Why do they always offer young maidens to sacrifice? Well, why? It's like King Kong. Well, why? With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on. Sounds like Cerberus. I'm seeing similarities between Western and Eastern, like, folklore already. Anyway, let me full screen this. Now everything's running. I love games that do weird, talky voices as well. Like, the actual voice is like... It reminds me of, like, Banjo-Kazooie. Things like that. Shirauni? Shirauni? No, there's no... Sharunai? Sharunu. Yep, I'm great at pronouncing things. Orochi. But it wasn't a familiar of Orochi. It was actually Amaterasu. Right? Have I figured it out already? His attempts were thwarted. I love the presentation, it's so beautiful. Wow. This is a really good intro. Is Orochi also like a Japanese temple with a bell on its back? Look at the left-hand side. What? I'm trying to make heads and tails of that silhouette. The blade left Naria. I can never say that, by the way. This is why I brought it up. Naria scratch. Is that how you say it? The blade left Naria scratch? Does that mean the blade left no scratches? I thought, wasn't it the blade left Nara scratch? Isn't that? I don't know. Clearly, the English language is far beyond anything I can understand. Being brought up in the north of England, we don't actually even know the English language ourselves. The wolf appeared. I like the simple art too. It's really nice. It's one of the mechanics of the game, right? Celestial Brush. I've heard a lot about it. Never ever got to that part of the game though, whenever you can do that. You can summon trees? This is the greatest game ever. This is the quietest start to a game I've done so far because I'm reading so much. It's very enjoyable. Light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Well, like, it's just such a great story. I feel like this should be the entire game. I would play a game where all I do is press X to watch this cutscene. I'd heard the beginning of this game was very cutscene heavy, actually, or very talky heavy. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. Oh, he severed all the heads. Do we have to go collect all of the heads to make sure they're never reassembled or something? I actually don't know what the plot of the game is, like the actual goal or anything. Oh good, the curse was lifted. Oh no, the wolf's all injured. Oh, poison, and it struggled to breathe. Oh, poor wolf. Well, this is the saddest start to a game as well. Jeez. Reminds me, and I'm getting like Ori and the Blind Forest flashbacks just to like how sad the beginning of this game is. So was the wolf back then also Amaterasu? Tsukuyomi? This is me trying to pronounce Japanese words. I think that's Tsukuyomi. It's a good name. So the moon cave where Orochi, the dragon, 8-headed dragon thing, is where they put his sword. The villagers looked forward to an age of endless peace. I'm assuming the peace is going to end because we've got a video game. This is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. God, the in-game graphics are so good. Like, I know they're not like 2017 brand new top of the line best game ever graphics, but oh my god, there's such a great style to them. Is this the legendary? Oh, someone's gonna steal the sword. Some dude who's just a black figure with white eyes. I like that it's got a giant, like, crescent moon shape on it. Wait, he pulled the sword and Orochi came back? No, I can't stream at 4K for 2 reasons. One, I don't have a 4K capture card, and 2, I think me streaming at 4K would kill my internet. So it's 1080, but you can play this at 720 30, 1080 30, or 4K 30. There's no 60 FPS, and I'm streaming this at 1080 30. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. No, well, I can't play in 4K either because I would have to use a downscaler for the capture card to recognize it at 1080. I mean, the game looks great at 1080. I think it looks really crisp anyway. But no, I'm playing at 1080 because, yeah, I would have to input this to my TV at 4K and then downscale it through a downscaler to then put it onto, and I don't have any of that. It'd be such a massive a streaming setup. So all I did is I just set everything to 1080. Just easier. And hey, game looks great at 1080. I have a lot of questions about the wolf. Such as, I know you possess the wolf as Amaterasu, who is the goddess of the sun, solar goddess. Oh, this is the wood sprite. Hello. The text and the way it appears reminds me a lot of Zelda games as well, by the way. Especially like Ocarina of Time, kind of how the text boxes appear in that game. Oh, they're using the word calamity. 8 years before Breath of the Wild. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. So I'm wondering if maybe the wolf was just a hero by itself, and then they bound the idea of that heroic wolf together with the solar goddess Amaterasu. Okami Amaterasu. Oh wow, so in here they're saying that Amaterasu is the mother and the origin of all that is. So maybe she's more like the life goddess. Maybe she isn't just solar and sun. Oh no, they're clearly saying that the wolf all those years ago was the same as this. That's great. Continuity. I've got to learn it. Oh, interesting. The country's called Nippon. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those Who would do us harm? Oh, hee. Some good dialogue boxes right here. Did that thing just jump out of her breast? Yes, singular. Not between the bosom of two. This is gonna be like our Navi, or like, Midna, or Phi, isn't it? Or Phi. You can pronounce it either way. Bug. Is it a little bug? I can't really tell, it's so small. I'm a wandering artist. Okay. Isun? If this character's name isn't Isun and I pronounce it Isun the entire game, people are gonna hate me. Well, how else could you pronounce it? Isun? Isun? God, what did I say originally? Isun. I'm gonna go with Isun rather than Isun. Isun. Oh, this must be the guy who gives us the celestial brush then. That makes sense, actually. And this is the drawing of the forest sprite lady, right? I love that classic art style. It's really cool. Oh, well, that's the end of that character. Yep. He soon can survive being eaten by a wolf, it would seem. Wolf slobber. Denkomaru is the name of his sword. It's a good name. It'd be like the size of a needle to us, or probably even less than that. So the last time I saw this cutscene was in 2012. So it's been 5 years since I saw this cutscene. I think I first saw this game when it came out for the Wii. So I first saw this game, what, 9 years ago? Something like that? Or 8 years ago? I can't do maths. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power. I've heard the word awesome so much recently. It's kind of lost its meaning. The villagers' spirits have been kept inside the fruit of a tree. Wow. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. Okay. Some kind of special power. There's nowhere you're gonna reach it. Okay. But we've got to like go around different dungeons and collect items that'll give us special powers. Oh my god, I have control. I can jump. I can jump. What am I meant to do here? Did I go the wrong way? Where are we? See, I definitely did all of this before, but I don't remember any of this. I remember where I stopped playing, which I'll mention when we get there. You can use the right stick to look around. L1 changes your point of view. He looks at helpers, sure you're going to be okay. Uh-oh. Well, we have an issue straight away. The controls are inverted, and I don't like inverted controls. And I'm not sure I see a way in these fairly cool looking menus of how to change that. That does the same. Oh no. Oh no, here we go. Invert. Well, the thing is, it says invert. But yeah, no, this isn't inverted. This is normal camera controls. Okay. So, is it inverted if you like left being left and right being right and up being up and down being down? Because a lot of games are just like that by default. So look, I move the camera up, move the camera down. But this game starts off all inverted. It's like the only time I ever want inverted controls is if I'm in a flight simulator game or if I'm flying in a game in general. I like inverted controls for that. But not for just running around on the ground looking awesome. Okay. Got a bit of a dash attack with square, it looks like. And circle is a bark. That brings up a UI. Holding R1 is like a really cool speed up. Holding R2. Holding R2 does nothing now, but if I'm running an R2? Oh, I don't know. Holding L2 is a map. And ooh, L1 is a first-person mode. Very Zelda. And this right here, you see this bridge? This is as far as I ever got in the game. That's it. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror. You can save. Okay, you should give. Okay, yeah. So, can I save outside of this? Accessing the hard disk drive. It's very rare I hear it called one of those these days. The HDD. So can I save outside of that? That's going to be really important for two reasons. One being the fact that I stream. So do I have to find one of these things before I can finish streaming? It looks like it. Oh, wow. I'll have the mini games on the yeah. That's pretty cool. So I guess the mini games are something from the original PS2 version that weren't in other versions. No exit options. But yeah, this bridge, this is as far as I ever got when I first played the game. So here we are. We're in blind territory now. Press square to bust them. So, way to go, my fairy friend. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So, the one slightly difficult thing about it is there seems to be no like auto lock on or anything. But maybe that's just outside of fights. Maybe it's better inside fights. Get a load of that. That chest is looking mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Press X to jump and then again to wall jump. I think now is a good time for me to talk about how I messed up my sleep schedule massively. I talked about it on Friday's stream, but I've been sleeping like between 12 and 15 hours a day, and yeah, it's just been really bad. Like, all I want to do is be awake, but like my body's been like, nah, you're gonna sleep, and I'm like, oh, right, okay. But what's been annoying is I've been going to sleep at like 5 o'clock at night and then waking up at like 2 in the morning, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be awake at 2 in the morning, but hey, the one thing that led me to is I had just lots and lots of free time to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I released on Twitter today that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is now my game of the year. So good. Holy Bone S. Amaterasu's favorite snack restores 3 units of solar energy. So yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a fabulous, fabulous game, and I finished Chapter 10, which is the final chapter today, and what a game. I really want to replay Xenoblade Chronicles 1 now. Mind if I call you Amy? Listen, Amy. Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Just watch. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Sure is. So how is this going to work? I'm going to assume I can't just use the touchpad on the PS4 to do that. That's rejuvenation, one of the many brush techniques. It's a brush god power. Okay. There are 13. Each one is the power of one of the 13 brush gods. I was going to make a joke about like bristles, and I just decided to stop. I did not even start. Originally there were 13. All 13 were a single deity. When the deity died. Oh, 13. Okay. I've also been listening to and watching a lot of Dan Harmontown podcasts and such. That's basically been my the rest of my free time has been doing that. River of the Heavens. They mean the fabled Stardust River. I don't see anything like that around here. Couldn't be that little puddle, could it? Sure it could. I like that it soon kind of tells you like that there's something interesting to read by dancing next to it. That's kind of really cool. And then it looks like if we run for a little while, we start sprinting, but I can't really tell. Look at the stars twinkle. It'd be called a constellation, right? A blue dragon! Oh, this is definitely Japanese lore. Hold. Oh, wow, you can! I'm using the touchpad right now. It's not great. It's not great with the touchpad, but I like that it's possible to do with the touchpad. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. That was too funny. I'll just go die quietly over here. Oh my god. Whew. Yeah, the touchpad isn't great. It's not great. That wasn't me doing anything then. That was Isun trying to be cool. It's like, there we go. This is me just using the analog stick. I'm still so bad at it. Why am I so bad? Oh god. No, game, I got it. I want to do this. Game. Let me do this, please. This is a main feature in the game that happens all the time, and I'm this bad at it. No, Isun, I don't want you to do this. I need to get better at this. Isun keeps trying to take the brush off me. He's like, no. Right, so we go down here, and then up here, and then... I mean, I don't want Isun to do it, but I'm just going to let Isun do it. Isun's not going to do it. I thought the game was going to handhold me. So I moved down to here, look. And then I'm going to move up here. God, every time I use this celestial brush thing, it's going to be like this. Oh, beautiful. Oh, smeary mess. The game doesn't like that. I mean, this is starting to get annoying. You know, just starting. It didn't 2 minutes ago. But what's tricky is, like, I can't just slightly move the brush because you make such broad strokes on the analog stick that I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Like, I legitimately don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to just do that, am I? I'm gonna assume I'm not supposed to just do this. Right, we're not talking about that anymore. You're just supposed to tap it. Right, I'll just edit that out live. No one saw that. What an awesome design for a dragon. Look, it's got the same kind of like white and red designs on it as the main player character as well, the wolf. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed, the heavens, and renew the flow of stardust. This game is just such a cool concept in general. Like, how awesome. So that's one of the 13 gods. Obviously, the blue dragon is famously one of the gods. There's a turtle. A white tiger. Another one I can't remember off the top of my head. You have the power of rejuvenation now. Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you're as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Oh, there we go, trophy. Trophies are back. You know, it's very, very, very rare I see trophies pop. Because I'm playing so many older games. But we are playing Ratchet and Clank now, and that has trophy support, so we'll see a lot of PS3 pops on that. Didn't we already see this? I know I just failed at drawing a constellation for 20 minutes, but... What do I do? What do I do? Oh, you hold R1. And you draw. Beautiful. Did that work? Seemingly that worked. So R1 seems to open up that brush all the time now. We can still move? Wow, first person. Ah, no, you stop. I was going to praise the game for first person moving, but it's really mimicking Zelda in that whole as soon as you go in first person you stop thing. Astral pouch. It can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive its owner if they die. Let's start by feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. Cool. See, I really like the dash ability. Like, just look how cool this looks. Oh, there's a blue dragon in the sky. It's a constellation. Just such a cool design. I consumed a peach. Juicy and fragrant. Can we leave? I'm leaving. Cutscene? Information? Nope. Back in game. So the one thing that's a little bit difficult to get used to is the ghosting effect. Now, if I point it out, you're never going to be able to unsee it. But if you look around Amaterasu, there's like a second image of her kind of like ghostly just behind the character. And it kind of looks like when video is wrong or out of sync. It's not. It's just how they did the game, which I think in motion works better than in images. Because I thought, like, I saw some screenshots of this game and I was like, is the ghosting thing always there? That's not good. But it looks fine. It looks fine. I'm going to take a drink. I have to just stop for a second because... How do I go in first person again? There we go. That is incredibly beautiful. Damn, this game is pretty. I just saw a lot of popping then. You'd think it would fix popping on a game like that came out a week ago. But I guess they're trying to keep it as close to the original vision as possible. I swear that's a George Lucas quote, isn't it? Is this what? It must be in the cave of Nagi. Okay. The gods didn't do much to protect this place. Do I do the thing? We drew his sword perfectly. Another constellation. I'll spend another 20 minutes not being able to draw it properly. Is this a mouse? Looks like a mouse. I don't know if I'm supposed to even go over these and draw on them all, but hey, it's what I did with the other one. There we go. Oh no, wait, is that a mouse? Okay. Badass sword. It's probably not a mouse, it's probably like a squirrel or a hamster. Yep. Tachigami. It's a good name as well. These have all had really good names. I mean, you could give us the giant sword. That would be cool. Oh, you're gonna give... Thanks. I'm just going to repeat old me. Why did I never play this game? It's so good. Yeah, this is just like the legend. Oh good, we get to beat up a boulder. Huh, okay. Nice. Well, if there's only 13 techniques, we've already got 2. There's only 11 left to get, and at the pace we're getting them, this game will be over in about 2 hours. I'm assuming there's a lot more to this game than just collecting techniques. There's a giant arrow on the floor now. That didn't work? Really? I thought that was a shoo-in to work. Okay. It's also a little bit touchy. I don't know why I have a cough again. I hate it. I blame going to the cinema. I go outside and I get a cough. Where'd they come from? Draw first, ask questions later. Well, press square to use its power against them. Once you've caught them off guard, they turn black and white. They did. They're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and use power slash. Huh. That's pretty cool. Obtained an ink ball. Just look how good this game looks. I've said it before and I'll say it again and again and again. It looks so good. I can't believe this came out on PS2. I know this is the HD version, but still. I keep thinking you have to press another button. That's going to take some getting used to too. Did you drop some cabbages? Yep, that's exactly what they did. What was that? Chinese cabbage? I couldn't... I think that's what I said. It's cool that there's different types of food. Where are the loading screen games? Didn't I turn those on? Look at these. Original settings. Yeah, mini games and the loading screens are on. I'm just trying to figure out if there's ways to go faster. If there's like things to do to make us go quicker. But if you press square, it seems you go into a dash. I see you, Boulder. My true nemesis in this video game is going to be boulders. How do you feel now, Boulder? You were hiding a gourd in there? What are you doing hiding a gourd in a boulder? Can I also use the blade on these? So like if I do like... Oh yeah. Beautiful. And see, this is why everyone should watch me as a streamer, because I make extra little sounds. That's the selling, that's my unique selling point. I go whenever something happens. That's my blade sound. Okay, well that's the first area done, which I guess is teaching you everything. It didn't feel super hand-holdy though, but that probably took me way longer than any speedrunner would be happy with. It's a good thing I'm never gonna be a speedrunner. It's a good thing. Okay, so I guess, do we cut the entire tree down, or just this? I'll do something that, there we go. Ooh, smudge it up a bit. Beautiful. Didn't count. Okay. Big circle. What? I wanted to draw a circle. Right, we'll just draw a little line. That didn't work? There we go. Yeah, I'm assuming it meant to cut the fruit down and not the entire tree. Because that would be weird. I'm shaking my head in real life because this game is far too good. I'm not even like an hour in, and I think it's like amazing. Did this soon just say, I wish I could have spent more time in her Kamina, if you know what I mean? Wink wink, nudge nudge. Okay. So my question is, why and what else can you do with the celestial brush? Like, I was thinking maybe you could cut the trees down. Clearly not the case. But there is what looks to be a giant smoky face up ahead, so... Hello. What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. This seems to me like a character who needs some sort of statue given to it, or re-enabled, or reawoken. Like, it seemed like a real person, just with no color. Oh, they all seem like this. Look. Find somebody with a pulse around here. Some good advice. Just good life advice. They always say, if you're looking for somebody, make sure they have a pulse, rather than just go look for somebody. You always have to specify to make sure they've got a pulse. Otherwise, you could just be looking for somebody like a fish. Fish don't have pulses. What? There's news just in. I'm getting breaking news. Fish have a pulse. It's breaking news. Riveting commentary like that only available right here. Okay, I guess we'll head up this hill this way a little bit. Still haven't found... This literally reminds me of Majora's Mask. The Goron trying to clear the block path. Oh, I suppose that's also in Twilight Princess. I'm probably going to make a lot of Zelda parallels because they were inspired a lot by Zelda making this game, and I've been told many, many times to play this game because it's a lot like Zelda. You don't think you could squeeze through anywhere? I mean, I beg to differ. Should we go in this house and see? I mean, the only place we haven't been is inside all these places, so. So supposedly being in here is goofing off. I won. 10 out of 10 video game skills. So, we're still trying to look for someone with a pulse. This person over here is also... Oh, wait. Nope. No pulse. Maybe it's dark outside the village too. Find some high ground. Okay. You want me to just go... Which way is a good place for high ground? Oh, this is weird. I'm just holding forward and it's... The game is kind of... autopiloting me. Like, I'm not doing anything right now. The game kind of like pulls you, like it's in a magnetic pull towards where the arrow is pointing. That's a really interesting technique. And it can be, you can almost play the game with one hand. Just because of how easy it is. I mean, to move around like that. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as night as far as the eye can see. If you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story. Well, guess what? I do. Your name is Amaterasu. That's the name of the sun god. I was right about sun then. I think she's also solar, but I think that's the same thing. You could turn night into day. You're not the you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. It's called Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. Let's go back to the village. Oh, yo. Dun dun dun. Oh, it's a dude bouncing a nut off his head or something. Oh, no, wait, it's an orange because his name is Mr. Orange. Or Orange, or Orange, as some people pronounce it. A white wolf. Well, you better believe it. This game has got so much motion in it. Like, I'm not moving anything here, but like there's the swirls of the wind in the background, there's the leaves and the trees moving, there's the animated kind of sketch style speech bubbly text box, the way the wolf is kind of jiggling and breathing and moving. Everything has got emotion to it, even like the lines of the the fence behind me, like the black outline is kind of moving around a little bit, like almost like everything's a water painting. It's crazy. Or like the ink is flowing into itself. I'll try not to gush about how much I like the art style too much. I think it looks brilliant now. Can we get a Pokemon game in this art style? Although a lot of people don't like the outlines in the 3D Pokemon games, do they? I really like them. I wish they were thick like this. Thick black outlines. With like really dark shading for the like the lighting. Because this is kind of like one set shading. I'd like really dark shading. Because I don't think a Pokemon game should ever be realistic. I think we should go like, they should go like super arty with Pokemon games. Like, I even think like Pokemon like XD, like, was it Colosseum as well? I think those ventured way too much in the other direction. I would have liked much more cartoony style. Like, even like cell-shaded Wind Waker style would work for Pokemon quite well. Okay, we're gonna fight some dudes again. Oh, whoa, whoa, wait! I got hit because they seemingly lived much longer than I thought they did. What is going on? Humanity's faith mid solid restores little solar energy. I have to get better at the moves. Okay. You really get aggressive. Divine intervention. Okay, so the more prayers you get, for the more areas you bring back to color, basically. An epic adventure. This should be fun, Furball. Thanks. A village for a peach. Look at this sweet grub you found. Could use it to give to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Oh, cool. I guess because we're an animal, we can kind of like communicate with them. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press, that's the right of the touchpad to open the fan menu. Cool, thanks. Let's pick up these. Ah, it's like a swim meter. That's interesting. I used it already. What a beautiful scene that is. Jesus, this game. We fed a bird some nuts, and now we get just a really colourful, beautiful scene. You know what? I don't need anything else. That's enough. Just this scene. Okay, we may have been watching a bird do that for too long. I don't know if I'm supposed to do something there. Oh, we get us some nice points. Nicety points. Oh, here is Mr. Orange. He's totally out of it. What does this guy want? Oh, okay. Alright, let's try to get better at the combat. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Still learning, I'm still learning. I think we got him. Cool. Fighting went on for exactly 18 seconds. Right. What was that in aid of? So what is this? Do I get something if I beat them even quicker? feel like this is taking way longer than the last battle did. How long was that? 900 billion seconds? Yeah, well, hey. I didn't need to know it was 21 seconds, which I'm pretty sure is what it said before I skipped. Let's go down here and talk to some more people. Hello! Digging holes. Got you digging around. I give you a good thumping. Can I just dig a little bit? I'll just dig a little bit. I only dug a little bit. Hey, kid. Think you could beat my dog, Hayabusa? There's a field my mama tends to, you see. Well, Hayabusa managed to dig up 9 turnips, even though mama was chasing him around. You kidding me? How the hell do you do that? I'm assuming this is the only way, is to like run around, dig a little bit, and run around again. Oh wait, I guess you gotta do it within a certain amount of time too. And sometimes it just doesn't dig where you want it to dig. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Yeah, if you get hit, that's it as well. How the hell do you do that? Oh, no. Well, that's enough of me trying that and failing. Fine looking wolf. What's your name? Name's Wolf. Kushi. Hi, Kushi. Sake brewer. Maybe I should give Susano. Or maybe I should have Susano give me a hand. If you found a friend here, you'll meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or 3 times. Okay. Okay. Never mind, he's a little unusual, but he goes around with a huge sword. So he's practicing with it. He loves sake. Okay. So, dude called Susana has a giant blade. And there's a watermelon or something? Yeah. I was thinking maybe I could get in the giant hot tub, but nope. I guess it'd be a... What would it even be in Japan? Because I'm thinking like hot springs and things like that. Everything in my brain just instantly goes to the Gorons in Zelda. I'm trying to think, like, what did they call them? They're just hot springs, weren't they? Oh, this is Mrs. Orange, a white wolf now. That's a rare sight. Riding the wolf. I wish I had some other things to say. Doing laundry. But she's missing a pole. So we have to find her pole. Well, I'm assuming it's meant to go here. So it's not very big. Oh, middle-aged warrior Susano. Maybe don't we need some sake before we go? Anyone near him though? Let's go ahead and see first. Where is he? Oh. Wait, isn't that the lady from the wheat field? Or the rice field? Why is he hiding a photo of her? Yeah, I wonder if he trains at all too. Oh! Did we just fall down a hole? Oh, yeah. Looks like he ain't waking up anytime he's out cold. You think if a dog was barking next to you, you would wake up? Actually, what Chewy does to me is, this is me having a nice sleep right here. This is what Chewy does. Until I wake up. This is an exact reenactment of my mornings. Every single day. It's very accurate as well. Chewy jumps that high. He's actually asleep right now. I can see him. Even though I've said his name, he has not woken from his slumber. Alright. I think to wake him up, my only assumption is we need sake. So let's go in this lady's house and see if she has any. Well, this is how you make sake. Oh, there's some rice cakes. Rice balls, sorry. But they were called rice cakes. Bale of rice. And yeah, the watermill is broken. Oh, there is something happening on those screens. We should check that out more. Okay, there's a treasure chest into the water. I was wondering to see if that, like, had fallen under the water or something. Because there you can see the water melt. It's pretty broken. But I don't see anything fallen under. See what this person has to say. He's the merchant. Oh, demonic possession. I guess he was right. It's a dude with like a violin, guitar. He's a baboon. Gotcha. That is not the line I meant to draw before. There we go. go. The combat is really cool. And that seems to have, like, freed another area. You accumulated praise. Your divine attributes can be enhanced. Use the praise you've accumulated to enhance any attribute you want. Oh, interesting. So I'm assuming this increases... Well, I'm going to go that first. But so I'm assuming this is health. This is ink, like magic. This is... I don't know what this is. I don't like... The more food you have, the more times you can be revived from death. And I'm assuming right now I can have the bag full 3 times, or there are, you know, once you fill each third of the bag, that classes as 1 revive because it's split into 3. And then something similar with the money here. It looks like we can carry 100, and then that little slither there is another 50. So I'm assuming, again, back up to the astral pouch, we can carry 300 items. And that's split into 100 at a time, 100 costing 1 revive, maybe? I don't know. But it just says saves from death if full. What, all 300? And then say if I upgrade this to 400, does it then have to be 400? I need to learn some of these things. And then, why would we need to increase the pouch for holding coins? We can already hold 5,000, so can we, with 150... Does that mean we can carry 150,000? 15,000? We're already at 5,967, so that's much higher than either 1,500 or just 150. So, again, these are all questions I need answering because I don't know. Or maybe I'll never know. Sad to notice such a small enhancement will lighten up. This is one big step for the new and improved Amaterasu. Keep up the good work. And we will indeed check on that dude. I feel as light as a feather now. There's no way I can get out to say now. You're gonna live here in the village, right? So you must know that guy Susanna. Can you get him to come here? He says, he's a descendant of Nagi. If anyone can do something about the rock, it's him. It's strange, but cool. Well, we'll go see if we can wake him up again. He wouldn't wake up the last time we were there, but let's have a look. Oh. Let's wake this guy up. Tackle. What the? Well, that got his attention. It's a likely story. Greatest warrior ever. Okay, dude. You just call us Fido? I like how Amaterasu was wagging her tail a lot then, but now it's just stopped. It's a really cool little animation thing. Well, now he's riding on our back. What will the neighbors think indeed? The animation is great. It's so good. There's a lot of kinetic action in that animation. Like, you see, even if I just walk slowly, he's like, oh, I'm fine. As soon as we pick up speed, it's so fast for him that he's just like completely just jarring back. It's really cool. It gives a real sense of momentum. Anyway, this guy asked us to bring him here, so let's do just that. You mangy mutt. Tohen Boku. That's the name of his sword, I guess. I mean, I feel like that's a cop-out. I feel like he knew exactly what he was going to do, which is go run away and hide because he can't move the boulder. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go train either. I think he's making it all up. He's just sleeping, drinking sake. What a lazy. Okay, so we can go speak to her, but I think to make the sake we're gonna have to repair the wheel. And the wheel, well, I don't know how to fix that. Well, we can monster broke it the other day. Let's help us to make good sake without clean rice. I guess this is a matter of fixing something that's broken. What was the rejuvenation brush? I don't even remember. All I've been doing is drawing lines. There we go. I drew some lines. I thought about it way more physically. I thought we would have to go in search of that part of the wheel. The mill's been mended. Who on earth did that? I'd completely given up on the idea of making my sake. Now I can get on with polishing the rice. You know, I've never played Okami before. This is my first time playing it. Like I said at the start of the stream, like I've played it like for the opening cutscene and like the first little bit of gameplay, but I've never played this game before. So I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. Interested in how to brew sake. Called Vista of the Gods. Is this some... Give me... I can't pick it up! Oh, I got it. I got it! It's not a pick up into inventory thing. It's a pick up with the mouth. And we'll take this back to this guy. Maybe he'll actually train. Maybe this will give him so much power he can move boulders. A man without a drink is like a warrior without his trusty sword. Please do a training montage. Oh, he was so weak, nothing happened. I was meant to draw. Okay. I get it. I'm ready. That totally counted. Feast your eyes on this. I don't think we can do this. Last time I tried breaking this rock, we weren't strong enough. We are strong. We got the tree behind it. That was some power. Oh, here we go. Susano style. Exploding implosion. All we did is cut. Oh no, we managed to make it dissolve. You sliced the huge rock clean in half. You really are something. I didn't think you could do it, Pops. Me either. Greatest warrior ever. We're gonna find him sleeping somewhere or hiding in a bush. He's nothing without us. Oh, it's the forest sprite lady from the start of the game. Do we get a reward? As soon. Stop calling me a bug. As soon is the best. I'll crawl back into your Kamina. Uh-oh. Let's get back to that reward thing you were talking about. Put your paw up or something. Yeah. Yep. These parts of me are known as guardian saplings. They collect the praise and adoration that gives me strength. Recent evil is eroding the guardian's saplings. If this continues, I will wilt away. So I guess these are like extra items we have to find in the world. These little saplings, they're like, maybe they're like the collectibles of the game. And I also like that Amaterasu who's just gone to sleep. She's like, you know what, I'm not going to listen to any of this. Great and powerful Amaterasu. Could I be so bold as to request your assistance in rejuvenating these guardian saplings by lifting the curse that enslaves them? I shall mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. Cool. There's 2 right here. Good to know. Wait, is her butt cheeks on show? Look just behind the text box on the right. It's just like a teardrop shape around her butt cheeks. I hope that my request has not fallen on deaf ears. Yeah, I'm asleep. +1 for, you know, character design. I've just finished playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which has got some great character design, and that's sarcasm because everyone on the internet is enraged about the character design in that game because it's A, anime, and 2, characters just have unnecessarily large breasts. They never bothered me though. Like, I think that game's great. That's why it's my game of the year, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I think it's fine. Just some boobs, big whoop. If the character looks, I think the character would have worked with or without them. It doesn't matter. Which I suppose is the argument against them. Like, why have these huge boobs if, you know, you don't need them? But do you ever really need them? I can't answer that question. I honestly cannot answer that question. Nor is it my place to comment. Or even suggest. I am male. Maybe. So are they not? Where is the map? Zoom out. Zoom in. I guess they're in the next area. I think that's where I'm going to call it tonight anyway. I've been streaming for just under 2 hours. And I started early today because I'm super tired. So I'm going to get this rendered for the archive stream channel. And I'm going to head to sleep. I'll be back tomorrow with Infamous 2. And then Wednesday will be the continuation of Ratchet & Clank A Crack in Time. Literally every game I'm playing is on PlayStation now. This is PS4. And then the other 2 games are PS3. Crazy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I've saved the game. Amaterasu is going to sit down in the light, and I'm going to stop streaming. Thank you again for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye!